Hi, South Florida meteorologist Jennifer Correa. Happy Saturday. Unfortunately, it is not going to be a dry one as we would hope, since this is the weekend before Halloween. A lot of festivities out there. Some of those might be canceled, so keep this in mind that this is a weather event that's going to be short-lived, but it will bring us heavy rainfall and the threat for severe storms. This morning, the tropical storm warnings have been put into effect. I'll get into that, but you can see on the radar it is not so active. This is as of 7:30 a.m. But as we get closer to the second half of the morning hours towards the early afternoon, the rain will intensify. A tropical storm warning is in effect from Palm Beach County down through the 7-Mile Bridge in the Keys and as well as for the Gulf Stream, as we expect seas to increase throughout today, as well as the winds. Here's a look at those marine conditions which are dangerous for today. Northeast wind expected later on this afternoon over the ocean, 30 to 40 knots, gusting up to 50 knots, and seas 5 to 8 feet. The Gulf Stream 9 feet and a little higher than that, with a southeast swell 3 to 4 feet. Here's a look at the timing. So the rain will start, even though there's been a few light showers for the Keys, but it will get going and becoming more widespread and intensifying between 8 to 10 a.m. This is for the Keys. So then afterwards, between 11 and the noon hour, it will be for Miami-Dade, and then it will spread northward into Broward by 2 p.m. So Broward, we're going to have most of the time to start off today where it's going to be dry, and then the rain will come by early afternoon. So you actually have time to get out there if you're in Broward to get things done today, run some errands, just carry the rain gear with you. Make sure you stay alert as far as what's happening with the weather, especially throughout the rest of today into tonight, because there will be occasional downpours. Storms are possible, and these storms could be severe. We can't rule out a brief tornado either, or water spouts offshore. Then by tomorrow, some leftover showers very early in the morning, then gradual clearing as a cold front passes through. Here's a satellite imagery. It is disorganized but expected to organize into Tropical Storm Philippe later this afternoon as it approaches Cuba, moving towards the northeast direction. As you can see on the forecast cone, the core of this potential tropical storm is expected to stay just offshore or maybe scrape our coastline. Now, parts of South Florida is under the forecast cone, so keep that in mind. But this will be a quick mover once that cold front grabs a hold of this tropical system. Here's a look at the forecast track models just to show you they are in agreement and in agreement with the forecast cone. So this again will be short-lived. We only expect the heavy rainfall throughout Saturday, then by tomorrow afternoon, drier and very nice out there. Tropical storm watches and warnings in effect. Warnings, as I mentioned, for coastal waters, the Gulf Stream, northwest Bahamas as well, and even parts of western Cuba. Meanwhile, tropical storm watches are in effect for central Bahamas. How much rain is expected with this? For these areas, 2 to 4 inches for South Florida and the Keys, up to 6 inches isolated amounts. Cuba and the northern Bahamas do expect more rain that could potentially cause flash flooding. It's expected, Cuba and the Bahamas expected to receive 4 to 8 inches, isolated amounts up to 10 inches. So I'll keep updating these weathercasts for you, South Florida. Keep that rain gear with you, especially rain boots and a raincoat. Also, drive safely out there when it becomes wet. Give yourself extra time on the roadways if you have to head out anywhere, and stay aware of the weather as we have the threat for severe storms. Stay safe, South Florida.